because I'm currently writing a book, a poetry book that I've been kind of working on for the last few years of my life, honestly. And I am also a perfectionist. So, to what you spoke about with designs and such, it's like you look over every single thing. And for me personally, something that I struggle with is like, is it right? Is it not? I always feel like I can work more on it. So, how do you get to a point where you're like, okay, this is as best as this is the best as it's ever going to be. I'm going to release it and I'm not going to like keep hovering and keep it like to myself. I'm going to actually share it with the world. How do you get to that point? Like, do you have any advice? Because I could definitely
Well,
use it.
poems is very personal though. So I think with that,
Yeah.
it's like people that write music. People, it's very creative. It's very individual. It's very like it's a bigger thing. I think it's more
Yeah.
personal.
Yeah.
So in that regard, you'll know when the timing's right. Because it will feel right. It'll be like my words need to be heard for this
Mm,
instance. Uh, and if you think about like the Mona Lisa, how long that took to write, he just carried it on him for how long, and he just bit by bit got it
yeah.
going. And then when it was finally at the state, he was like, okay, cool. It's one of the most famous paintings.
Yeah.
So you'll know when the time's right because that's your personal writings. They're things you can't rush. It's when you
Mm,
have the inspiration. It's when you're not in a writer's block, and your timeline kind of just goes with your own thoughts. You'll feel, oh, I want it to be out there. This is the right time to do it. Like it connects to this part of my life that I'm growing into right now, you know? Or it's a chapter that I've closed in my life and I'm ready to let it out into the world
mhm,
and have it heard. Like I think it can go either way. You either go full into it or you take your time with it, but you know the moments to be disciplined in it. You know the moments to release or to hold back. And it's not always going to be the right decision, but that's okay as well. Like it's just how you live your life. You just try and do what you think is right. You make the choices that you hold to your heart, and then everything else just falls into place anyway.